This is the 9th tutorial in the Rookie series of Final Cut beginners lessons. And as you've been working through the last 8 lessons, you'll have realised how you need to move around the timeline, and at times the view is so small it's hard to see what you're trying to adjust. In this lesson, I'll show you the ways to quickly move around the timeline, as well as increase and decrease the viewing area of the timeline. Use your My First Edit project or follow from here with the completed Lesson 8. Click the eye above to access Lesson 1, which has details on how to download that course material. To be able to quickly navigate the timeline, you should learn the keyboard shortcuts, and these navigation shortcuts are listed in the description below. If you'd like to download all of Final Cut Pro's shortcuts, click the eye above. The thing you most want to do in the timeline is to zoom in to see more details and then zoom back out to see the wider view. The shortcuts are Command plus and Command minus. And a tip, it's important to know where the playhead is located as you zoom in and out. It happens at the centered position of the playhead. If you want to see all of your edit in one view, press Shift plus Z. If you want to quickly see a particular part of your timeline, hold the Z key and drag over that part you want to view. You can then use the Command minus to decrease the size of the timeline. If you've got a magic mouse or a trackpad, you can move your finger left and right to move backwards and forwards in the timeline. And next, you'll find that the default view of the timeline has a very small view of the actual audio track. Click the Film Strip button at the right of the middle menu bar. The top slider increases and decreases the length of the timeline view, but the second slider increases the height of that clip view. And you can select different mixes of the video and audio height by selecting the buttons above the last slider you've just used. Also useful is the ability to jump to the beginning and end of your timeline. So use the Home and the N keys on the extended keyboard, or the FN and the left or right arrow on the small keyboard. You can jump to the previous or the next edit with the up arrow and the down arrow. And at this point, I want to define how the red skimmer playhead and the white playhead differ. You'll know how to turn the skimmer on and off in the middle menu bar. And the definition. The white playhead allows you to position the playhead at a point in the timeline and it stays there until you make a change. The red playhead skims to any location while the white stays in place until you make an action in the timeline. For instance, place the white playhead in the timeline by clicking the black area above a clip. Select the Range tool and drag a range in the clip. As you skim, you'll see the red playhead move and turn to yellow as it meets an edit point. But you'll see that the white playhead stays in place until you make an action like delete. The portion's deleted and the white playhead jumps to that location. And to be clear, the Command plus and the Command minus shortcuts center on the red playhead. All of the shortcuts that you've seen jump the playhead to different locations in the timeline. Let's now look at how to quickly move along the timeline while viewing the video. And the keys are J, K and L. If you look at these keys, you'll see that the bottom of the J points left and the bottom of the L points right. And that should give you a bit of a clue. Press the L and the video advances at normal speed. Press it again and the speed doubles each time you press the L. This lets you quickly view the video, and of course audio increases at the same rate. The K pauses, and when you press the L it starts again at normal speed. And as you'll have guessed, the J key moves backwards. And should you want to move at half normal speed, hold the K and the L keys together. Releasing the K while holding the L will go back to normal speed. Of course, K and J will do the same thing in reverse. Finally, I'd like you to fully understand how projects appear in the timeline. Think of the timeline as a container to hold a number of open projects. The projects in the timeline can only be seen one at a time, though. You can access each of the other open projects by using the previous and the next exposure arrows in the middle menu bar. If you click and hold on the previous arrow, you'll see the other open projects there. Selecting the next exposure arrow will let you open the projects there, just as you would in a web browser. The name of the current project on view is in between the two arrows. Click on that and you can close the current project or other projects. In the next tutorial, you'll look deeper into the timeline, specifically at connected clips and the magnetic effect. If you're looking for one-on-one tuition with Final Cut Pro, just click on trainingfinalcutpro.com and I'd be happy to set up a personalised training program. But if you're just looking for answers on a specific topic, I can offer free Final Cut Pro support via email for urgent issues as you're confronted with them. Let me know in the comments below if you've got areas that you struggle with in Final Cut, and I'd be happy to produce a YouTube video to help you solve those issues. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and press the bell. There are new videos every Sunday.